Hi, my name is Sheridan, and I will be talking about the app Bitsboard. This is what the app looks like when you open it through your iPad. You can create your own boards. So I have two animal boards. I have an attributes board. I have body parts, community helpers, community locations, emotions, objects and function, people, toys, vehicles, verbs. And you can add more. I'll show you a quick overview. Here's some of my animals. And if you click on the settings bar, you can see all of these games on the left side, starting where the flashcards. These are all different games that you can play that help you study. And this is something that I use with the kids that I work with. I currently work with kids age 2 to 8 that have autism. And I mainly use this for maintenance programs. So for our active programs, we usually use 3D stimuli. And then for maintenance programs, those programs get run once a week for 4 weeks, every other week for 4 more, and then once a month for 2 months. So we're carrying these programs out for a while, and we found that it was hard to keep all the stimuli together for those maintenance targets, and it seems like the easiest solution is to do it through the iPad. I like to use it with the Explore feature, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you go to favorites here in my animals board, and I only want to show them the picture of the cow, I select the cow, and that's all I see. And then when you click on the cow, it says the word, and you can see the word on the screen. Sometimes for my programs, we'll have it in a field of 3 or a field of 2, so if I wanted a cow and a zebra, you can select both. I would say point to the zebra, the child can click the zebra, and then they get to see the picture bigger and they get to hear the word. And I found that most of the kids think that that's pretty silly, so it's reinforcing in itself. Let's go back to the home. This is especially useful for things like body parts. So you can either study all of them or you can study 3. So I selected study all. So we could teach it this way, or we could go in and select that we want to see the eyes, the ears, and the arm. And that's what it looks like. It's very simple to add. All you have to do is push add board. You can either use boards that have been previously made through the Bitsboard software, or you can download boards from other people's accounts. But I'll create a new board for this example. We can call it, let's just call it appliances. So we push save, and then here we click on this white box, and you can look through your most recent photos. You can take a picture, or you can search Bitsboard, or you can search the web, or a video. So I'm going to go ahead and search the web, and I will do an oven. And we push search. And let's see. Well, my internet's very slow, but if you have better internet, the pictures will pop up. It'll give you around 10 examples of an oven that you can choose, and this is just a web search from Google. Let me try something different and see if that helps. Let's try Blender. Yeah, I think it's just my internet. Anyway, if my internet was working, you could select the photo that you want, and then that's it. That picture would be saved under that appliance. Cool thing with this, if you go into your settings, I find that that's the easiest place to find your games. If you want, you can choose any of these games. I typically use the Explore option the most for the field that I'm working in. But if you're using this like as a student wanting to study and play games, there's some really fun ones. Let's see, I like the memory cards. So I select memory cards and I push play now. Sorry, I'm in a different set. Let me look. Maybe we can do it through here. Select games. Memory cards is already selected. So let's go home, go back to our settings. Let's try a different one really quick. We can do true or let's do matchup. Play now. So it has the text on the right, and we're gonna drag the photo to the one that it is. And so these words might be a little strange, but these are what I use to search on Google, and I don't typically use these with the kids that I work with. So I could change it to just lifeguard instead of lifeguard helping. There is an option to do that, but I don't typically get more use out of that. So I could drag the lifeguard, gives you a check, which is reinforcement, a dentist, and a grocery store cashier.
Doctor.
So you can just do
veterinarian.
Like this.
Builder.
There you go.
Chef.
There's many other games in here, so there's plenty to choose from. And the other cool feature about it is that you yourself make a board, and then you can share it with as many people as you want, and you can share it to the students themselves. And so they don't have to pay for anything, and they don't have to create anything. They just see these active boards already, and they have the access to either just open them up and study them. So like for this one, for community helpers, I'm going to do racing rivals. And so this is something you'd play with a peer.
Doctor.
So you select the word as soon as you can see it, and then that moves your car ahead. So then somebody on the other side of my iPad would select theirs, and their car moves. So I'd click this, and this.
Pilot.
This one.
Dentist.
I think you get it. So this app can be super useful for teachers or therapists. It can be useful for the student, and it can also be useful for teaching some peer skills as well. It makes learning more fun because they have different games they can use depending on what the skill is, and they can also choose to play with a peer.